and the girls are like, "Ooh, why did you do that?" In the living room, everywhere. We're just like, and it's just like, it's actually rude to do that, especially if it's offensive to your spouse. Hey everybody, welcome back to the iVow channel. It's me, Emmanuel G, and this series that we do is, if you're watching this series, this is Love Mondays. Yeah, this is Love Mondays, where we talk about love, we try to demystify what love is, and probably try to encourage each other, on what we need to do in order to actually walk out this path that's called love for the people that are around us. So today we're going to be talking about love is not rude. It seems like very something that's very, obvious, but it's not that obvious to many. Now, what is rudeness? Rudeness is unnecessarily saying or doing things that are unpleasant for another person to be around you. To be rude is to act unbecoming, embarrassing, or irritating. Basically, this is what rudeness is. Now, in the years that I've spent, talking to couples and hanging out with couples, even friends, and even in my own situation, we often hear, our spouses or significant others just telling us, you're mean, that was mean. And we constantly, get people like, if I get people, coming for marriage counseling, you have people saying, and he always says this, you always do this, you always, and it's things that we complain about that the other person is hurting us, but we do nothing about it. And then we wonder why our relationships begin to disintegrate. We wonder why the intimacy is affected. So today we're going to be talking about love is not rude. Now, the cause for rudeness is two things. The first one is ignorance, and the second one is selfishness. Ignorance, sometimes we just do not know how to talk to, the people around us. We just don't know how to talk. We do not know how to speak in their love language in a way that they could receive this information that we want to share with them. For some of us, it's just that we weren't raised to talk right. So we are rude, we act rude. I always think of this thing where, as men, we like to fart all over, and the girls are like, "Ooh, why did you do that?" In the living room, everywhere. We're just like, and it's just like, it's actually rude to do that, especially if it's offensive to your spouse. Some people, you all just have a fart fest on the couch, and it's all good. But for some, they consider it rude, and it's important to know what your partner really finds rude, and shape up to it. Now, the second reason is the selfishness. Now, oftentimes we are quite selfish, and we think of ourselves first. And in thinking of ourselves first, we are wondering why this person is not adopted to the way we do things. So when we communicate it to them, we communicate it to them in a manner that's very unbecoming. And it's like, that matter of fact, like, it's, and we offend our spouses. So this is what rudeness really is about. And for us, even as we go through this 40-week challenge, in this Love Dare challenge, it is my hope that we can begin to work on this week. And here are some questions that you need to ask yourself to find out if you're rude. The first question is, how does your partner feel about the way you speak or act around them? Have you ever taken a moment to just ask them, just so that you know what is it that they find offensive? Then the other question is, how does your behavior affect your partner's worth or self-esteem? That's really huge, because sometimes we speak in a condescending manner. We speak in a very, a manner meaning to put them down. And that's actually very rude. And here we're learning that love is not rude. So the other question is, would your partner say that you are a blessing to them or embarrassing and condescending to them? Yo, I don't know if I ever want to ask my wife that question. I hope she would say that, I'm a blessing to her. But again, I also have to be open that if she says that I speak in a condescending manner, that I am willing to change and work on it. So what can you do to ensure that you are considerate to your partner? All right, the first to your partner, guard the golden rule. Remember, do unto others what you would love to be done to you. So if you don't like anyone talking to you in a condescending manner, if you don't like sarcasm, expressed your way, man, don't do that for your partner. So just choose to do the things that you would like to be done to you. If you like to be spoken in a loving manner, do that for your partner or the people around you. And you'll just have, you'll create some amazing harmony. The second thing is no double standards. It is important to be as nice to your partner as you are to strangers. Yo, this is really huge. On many occasions, I've been in a space where, my wife and we're not talking. There is ice in the home. We have not talked, In fact, this is the way we communicate with each other. You tell our son, go and tell your mother. And my wife says, go and tell your father. That's how we communicate, because it's just, we are fighting in the home. But it's interesting, somebody comes for a random visit, hey, we'll be so nice to them. That's what I'm talking about, those double standards that we normally have or recreate. Why can't I channel that energy back to my partner, irrespective or irregardless, I like that word, irregardless of whatever is going on? Why can't I just be nice to them just so that I can diffuse the situation? Sometimes it just takes us, just talking nicely to each other and being considerate of each other for us to diffuse whatever argument or, whatever it is that you're fighting about. So remember, no double standards. The third thing is honor requests. Consider what your partner already asked you to do or stop doing. So, and if you doubt, please ask. Please ask them. So yes, honor requests. Most of the time, whatever it is that you have a problem or whatever the problem is in the home, in most cases, your partner has probably already told you about it. It's important to listen to this. It's important for you to honor this request. And it's important for you to try and think through how is it that you can transform so that your partner doesn't see you in that manner. So again, guard the golden rule, no double standards, and honor requests. So for today's dare this week is, I want you to do something very difficult. So ask your partner to share with you 3 things about you that irritate them. Hello. Yes, it's going to be very difficult. And be ready to hear this, because it might be some stuff that you're like, what? Me? Yeah, so ask them 3 things about you that irritates them or makes them uncomfortable or, offends them. And even as you ask them about these 3 things, purpose this week to, first of all, take a time to apologize for doing this, but also just make a covenant that you're going to begin working on you so that you can change and stop doing this. And purposely do that, and you guys will have a much richer relationship. Again, thank you so much for tuning in. It's good to see you all the time. Thank you so much for the likes that you guys have been, liking the pages. Thank you for the comments. We truly appreciate them. So just keep on liking the video, subscribe to the video, share this video to as many people as you can. There's so many people who need this information. It's very vital, and it can change a relationship. Make sure you hit the notification button, and we'll see you next time. Take care. This is Emmanuel G on Love Mondays on the iVow channel.